You have zero control over circumstances, but you have control over your attitude.
Welcome to the Men of Conviction podcast.
Welcome to the Men of Conviction podcast. We are your hosts, Alex and Kordell, and we are pumped to have you here for today's episode. We are going to get into a quick story here, but here's the deal, guys. All the husbands out there, all the married men out there.
Hope you're listening.
When your wife calls you at 9:30 at night and you're done for, you're ready to call it a night, you're ready to relax and turn the TV on, and your wife calls something for you to do. How are you responding to that? Because we all know what we say when things are easy. We're talking to friends and family, like, oh yeah, we get along so well, and we're always working for each other, and always doing things for each other, and everything's so great, and da da da. But when push comes to shove, when there's an actual conflict, an actual challenge, when that phone rings at 9:30 at night with,
"Hey, I need you."
I need you.
What happens?
What are you doing? How are you responding?
Pooh, I was put to the test this weekend, so we're going to jump into this story. This past weekend, we had a good crawfish boil. So on Saturday, we had about 20 people over at the house for some good crawfish that I boiled. And so some of you guys out there know what that means. I was up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't stop until 8 o'clock at night. Cooking crawfish over and over again, different batches, and doing everything that took care of the guest. It's a busy day, a lot of work, full days of work, got it done. So I get done with everything related to crawfish. And I was like, oh, I got some laundry to fold. So I start folding my laundry. I mean, I'm into the second piece of laundry, second shirt, getting it all folded, and the phone rings. My wife had left to go to the store for Easter the next day. We're having Easter dinner, and they hadn't had an opportunity to go to the store. Her and her mom. Car was dead. Battery is dead on the car. Hey, the car's doing some funny stuff. Hey, honey, don't worry. I'll be right there. I was tested in that moment. And I was tested in the moment of the opportunity to serve my wife, because justifiably so, probably to many of you guys, it's like, man, it was time for me to take a break. Like, I even thought about not folding laundry. It's like, well, I mean, I've been busy all day. I'm tired. I'm beat. I'm feeling muscles I didn't even know I had. But when I got that call, it's like you could look at it like, man, things just aren't going my way. Man, why has this happened to me? In reality, it's just something that happened. In reality, it's just an opportunity for me to go do something for my wife. It's an opportunity to go and show up for her and be present and be there for her, be there for my family, and be the man that I'm supposed to be. So that's what I did. I went there and changed the battery. We got to the auto parts store with 1 minute left on the clock to buy the battery. So in other words, everything worked out. The thing is whenever you get the call, guys, how are you treating it? Are you having a positive attitude and showing your family, showing your wife, showing your kids that, hey, man, whenever there's an issue or a situation, just call Dad. He'll take care of it. He'll take care of it with a smile. He'll get it done. We won't have to worry. Or are you complaining, cussing, fussing, screaming, complaining about it the entire time, and showing them like how awful your life must be, and in turn their life must be, because they have to deal with you, as well as when things go wrong, it's you to blame. Or if things don't go according to plan, it's you to blame. You don't have any control over it. You have zero control over circumstances, but you have control over your attitude. Have an attitude of gratitude, positivity, and carrying wins.
And here's the deal, guys. It'd be weird if Kordell told you the story that his wife calls a dead battery and he started yelling and screaming and he was all pissed off and upset and angry and why now? It's late. I'm tired. That'd be weird, right? It'd be weird. You'd be like, Kordell, that's an overreaction. But let's really be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves, am I always showing up with positivity and happiness and gratitude for being able to be there for my wife or my kids, whatever? Am I always showing up with positivity? Or are there times when I allow the circumstance to weigh me down, to bring me down, to change my attitude, change my temperament, change all these things. And you might think, well, it's bad. It was nobody's fault, right? But what are the moments in your life where you're getting this call to show up for your family and you're like, oh, why now? I'm tired. I have other things to do. I was headed to the gym. I was headed to this office. I was headed here. So let's be real and think, are you always showing up with positivity and happiness and gratitude? Because it's easy to be like, well, that was nobody's fault. Kordell, of course, showed up happy. But what are the times when maybe it's easy to say it's somebody's fault or dependent on circumstance, or you ran out of gas? Why didn't you fill up the car with gas? Why didn't you do that? It just is. That's what happened.
And that's where we are now. So just deal with it.
And so the challenge is when how do you show up with positivity and gratitude in all the opportunities you have to serve your family? Not only the ones that are not that inconvenient or not that big a deal. How do you show up that way always? Because there's going to be much bigger challenges than a dead battery, right? We've all had a dead battery. It just happens. Right. It just is what it is. We've all dealt with it. It's all happened. It'll happen again. And those are the almost easy times to show up with happiness and gratitude. But even then, are you? Because it's really easy to go the other way too. Like, oh, was the car clicking before? Was the car slow to start? Was the car this? Was the car that? Well, what are you doing?
To some of you, a dead battery is equivalent to out of gas.
Yeah,
those electric cars.
we don't drive those around these parts.
Yeah, not on that wagon just yet. But
the point is, whenever it's really easy in the times of no conflict, no challenge to say, oh, I'm always there for my family. I'm always there for my wife. I'm always there for my kids. I'm always this. I'm always that. But when you actually get the call, and we're not trying to make a huge deal out of a dead battery, but it's what happened. That was the call. Hey, it's 9:30 at night, and I'm ready to go to bed. The phone's ringing. My wife needs me.
And I'm already doing something for her, right? For her. I'm already doing something for us. I'm already serving my family by doing laundry. Folding laundry, right? So I'm already in the process of serving. It's like, oh, another opportunity to serve. Golly, one over the limit. No, it's just another.
It's one too many.
No, it's just another opportunity to get in the game. It's like, oh, I served you all day with crawfish and, spending time with you all day. I just need some me time. My family needed me. It's time to show up.
That's what you got to do, guys. You got to show up for your wife and your kids, whether it's convenient or not, whether you're in a good mood or not, whether you're happy or not. You got to be able to control your mind, control your thoughts, control your emotions. Don't let the circumstances drive your character. You decide who you are for your wife and your kids and yourself all day, every day. Don't let these circumstances come in and put a dark cloud over your day. You're in control of how you react and how you show up in everything you do.
That's all we got. Like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. We're the Men of Conviction Podcast.
We'll catch y'all next time.
We out.